Hello and welcome to this 30-minute full body barbell only workout to build muscle and strength all over your body. So all you need is yourself and a barbell. If you have different weights, then that would be awesome. We may make things heavier and lighter for some exercises, but if you have just one weight, that is fine as well. And if you have a bench, I have my fiddle box here to do some lying exercises and also a split squat exercise. So if you have a bench at home, then bring it in. But if you don't, then don't worry, I'll show you how to do all the exercises on the floor if you need. So let's get started in the warm-up first of all. And let's start with just marching on the spot. We'll take 5 minutes warming up the body, activating the muscles before we start lifting the weights. So 45 seconds on a variety of exercises to get ready. Start taking nice deep breaths, driving the knees up, engaging the core. That's it, keep going, start connecting to your breath, your body, start opening up the body, and we'll take it into the next exercise, which is the jumping jack in a few seconds. Okay, when you're ready, jumping jack, keeping the heart rate coming up. If you need low impact version, then just stepping out to the side with a step. Otherwise, keep it going. In this workout, we'll be staying on one exercise for 3 sets, working for 40 seconds and resting for 20 before we move it on into the next exercise. Keep it going, nice deep breaths, nice soft landing. Okay, let's now take it into a torso rotation. So plant your legs down and twist from side to side, opening up the chest, shoulders, torso. Bend your knees a little bit and just allow your hips to twist from side to side. Follow whatever feels natural. Don't push past any pain. We're just stretching and warming up the body. After this exercise, we'll start activating and switching on those muscles before we start lifting the weights. Okay, and moving it on into the next warm-up exercise, the walkout. So stand on one edge of your mat, reaching down to the ground, walking out to a high plank position, engage the core, the shoulders, and then walk it back, bend the knees, standing up. Keep repeating that, nice and slowly, engaging your muscles, only following what feels good. Don't push past any pain in back or hamstrings, giving a nice healthy bend in the knees. 20 more seconds. Ten more seconds, a couple more of those. Okay, and stay at the bottom of your next rep down here. Bend the knees, push the heels down into a downward dog, pushing away from your hands. And start to walk your heels out, just one at a time. Get whatever movement feels good. You can bend the knees, you can lengthen them, whatever stretch feels good to warm up your legs and your hips, shoulders and arms. And we have one more warm-up exercise after this one, so we're almost there. Okay, all right, turn it around into a bridge position, lying on your back, arms down by your side, push through your feet to lift the hips up, slight pause at the top, and then release back down to the ground, and then lift back up again. Make sure you're really working on the glutes, hamstrings, lower back, pausing at the top, connecting to those muscle groups. Final exercise here. And the exercises we have ahead are all standard, basic, compound exercises that we need to focus on really perfecting with the barbell. And I'm looking forward to taking you through them. Last few seconds, keep driving those hips up. Okay, well done. Warm up complete. So, I'm going to change the timer to 40 seconds work, 20 seconds rest. And we're going to start with the barbell squat. With some of these exercises, if you don't have a barbell weight that fits you, then you can do them with just body weight. But I'll show you exercise 1 with a barbell. So, we're going to place the barbell safely across the top of your shoulders. If you want it across the front of your shoulders in a front squat, that's a good option as well. Otherwise, we're here. Get your feet in your strong squat position. Hip width apart, out, turn the toes slightly. From here, we're going to sit down into a squat and standing up. All right? I'll take you through it. Get ready to start in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. 40 seconds. Set 1 in the squat. So make sure your chest is up, you have a straight back, no rounded backs and shoulders forwards. You're using the legs, bending in the knees and the hips, and make sure your feet are staying flat on the ground. What I see a lot of is the heels coming up. I'd rather you just get half depth with good technique than force yourself down too low with an uncomfortable or bad technique. Get another more rep, 2, 1, and rest. 20 seconds is a quick rest, so enjoy it. Recover, breathe. I'm going to stay on the same exercise for 3 sets. 10 seconds. So through these 3 sets, you'll really warm up into it and the fatigue will build up. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. And make sure when lifting, you're doing it in a safe way as well. Let's go. Set 2. Keep breathing. This exercise is one of the best exercises you can do to build strength and muscle across your lower body. Legs, thighs, glutes, as well as real core strength as well. If you do have that bench behind you, you can use it to guide yourself into a little box squat or stand here. If you're struggling to get down low, you can build the strength up in this seated position. Rest there. That's 2 out of 3. 1 more to go. Breathe and recover. So make sure you're lifting it with safety, with a straight back, using your legs. 2, 1. Let's go. Final set of the squat. Let's go. You should feel now the quads are warm, your glutes are switched on. Make sure those knees aren't caving inwards. You keep them out in line with your feet and engage the glutes halfway. Keep breathing, 10 seconds. Get 1 more rep. 2, 1, and rest for 20. Bring it down safely. Keep the same weight for the deadlift. So still in mainly the lower body. From here, get your feet maybe a bit narrower. Soften the knees. Bring the barbell down towards the ground and then stand up tall, okay? Let's go. Set 1, deadlift. So it is a bit like the squat, however, we're really focusing on the hip hinge. So the hips are going backwards, bending the knees a healthy amount, and keeping a straight back. Look at the floor ahead of you without lifting your neck up too high like this. And really important to keep those shoulders locked in and back. Keep going. 5 seconds. And rest. Safely place the barbell down. So what you'll find with this exercise, with the squat, really you will feel it a lot in the quads. This one is a bit more in the posterior chain, so the hamstrings and glutes a little bit more. Breathe it in, 5 seconds. Get ready. Set 2, off you go. Now try to keep the barbell as close to your body, as close to your legs as possible. You don't want to be lifting out here. That really loads the lower back. Keep the barbell nice and tight to the legs through the center line of your body. 10 seconds. And at the top, just fully extend, squeeze the glutes, but don't hyperextend. Just stand up tall. 2, 1, and rest. And because obviously this is 40 and 20, so the heart rate is going to pick up as well, even though we're not doing cardio, as I'm starting to find. So one more set of this, and then we move on to the next. 2, 1, here we go. Stay nice and safe. A lot of people get scared of the deadlift, but if you focus on good quality technique with the right amount of weight, you will build up the strength in the right muscles, improve your technique, and get confident with this exercise. Keep going, 10 seconds to finish the deadlift. 2, 1, and rest there, well done. Okay, we're gonna move on to a split squat, so I'm gonna pause the timer. I'm gonna reduce the weight a little bit for me. If you need to as well, you can. If you have just one weight, then that is completely fine. Just gonna reduce it a little bit. In theory, in the squat and the deadlift, we're using both sides. In the split squat, of course, we're using mainly one side. If you don't have a bench or a platform to do the split squat on, then that is fine. I'll show you how to do just a split lunge. So we're going to bring one foot behind us, bring the barbell up to our shoulders, and split squat here, okay? Get ready for set 1. In 3, 2, 1, off you go. So if you don't have a bench, then just do a split lunge position. Same thing without the elevated leg at the back. And because we're doing one leg at a time, we'll do 2 sets each leg. So 4 sets overall. Looking for that alignment in knees, hips, ankles in one straight line. Keep going for 10 seconds. Slow down, strong up to the top. 2, 1, and rest for 20. Now I'm thinking whether we do the same leg for the second set or we alternate, depending on how mean I am. I think we should alternate. So switch the leg and then we'll do the second set in a second. So get ready in 5 seconds for the new leg. Off you go. Switch leg, 40 seconds. Of course, the front leg is doing most of the work, but the back leg is stabilizing. We're opening up those hip flexors and quads, whilst this front leg is really working on the strength. Like I said, with the squat, make sure that front heel is down on the floor and don't allow it to come up. Three, 2, 1, and rest. Well done. 20 seconds rest before we go back to the first leg. Okay, remember your first leg? In 3. Off you go. And if you are doing the split squat, it's up to you whether you have the front of your foot down or you're up on your toes, depending on the surface that you're using and how comfortable you are. And you can play around with depth as well. If you're just building your strength up, then just here is fine. But the stronger you get, the lower you're going to be able to go. And this can, of course, be a great exercise without the barbell. Should have mentioned this earlier on. And rest there. If the weight that you have is a bit too heavy, doing this exercise, just body weight, is great as well. Get ready for the final set on the second leg. Okay, second leg, 40 seconds, let's go. And this will finish our leg section before we move on to upper body. And I like to put them all together like this because it really works and builds up the lactic acid and the burnout and fatigue in those muscle groups. Halfway. Slow, control, breathe, and stay strong. 10 seconds. We're going to go from here to a chest press. So think about whether you have a bench or you're doing this on the floor. Rest there, well done. We're going to keep the same weight. Come onto your bench. If you're doing this on the floor, I'll show you in a second, but it's just a chest press on the floor. If you're on your bench, then back you go. Dropping the barbell towards your chest, pushing up, straight up. Let's go, 40 seconds, we're in. Pull the shoulders back and down, opening up the chest. Fully extend the arms at the top. Think about squeezing, contracting the chest and shoulders. Keep it going, almost there. Okay, rest there, well done, 20 seconds rest before set 2. I'll show you the version on the floor as well, for those of you who don't have a bench today. So it's basically a floor press, so you won't be able to go lower than the floor. Let's go, set 2. Your elbows will softly touch the ground and then push up. So still a great exercise, but you won't be able to get the depth that you would get if you were laying on a bench where your elbows can go lower than your body. So now we're really focusing on the chest, shoulders and triceps with this chest press exercise. And like I said, this workout, with all the exercises put together, is a great all-round full body workout with these compound exercises. Rest there, well done. That's 2 out of 3. 1 more to go. Oh. Okay, last set in the chest press. Here we go. Slow down, powerful up. See if you can get the barbell to softly touch your chest, making sure that you don't push past any shoulder pain. If you do, then either reduce the weight or improve your technique. And think about that mind to muscle connection. Sometimes when you slow down and think about and squeeze the muscle you're working, you can improve the contraction and the results. Well done, rest there. Okay, so that's the pushing. Now let's do pulling in the bent over row, keeping with the barbell now for a bent over row. So back to standing, soften the knees, tilt forwards from the hips, straight back, like we're doing in that deadlift, but pause here and pull into the belly. Get ready, let's go. First set of bent over row. We're now balancing off that pushing with some pulling. So now we're working the back of the shoulders and biceps. Just like the deadlift, keep the barbell nice and close to the legs. Bring it all the way into the belly or the sternum and see if you can get that slight pause if your weight allows you to. Straight back, Shoulders back. 8, 7, keep going. And rest. 20 seconds, that's 1 set out of 3. The sweat is coming, and it's a strength workout, no cardio. Get ready for set 2. Okay, here we go. Set 2. Making sure that you have that straight back. I see a lot of rounded backs here. You want to lengthen the spine, facing the ground. Hopefully your weight is the right amount so you can feel comfortable looking at the floor, pushing your hips back, really engaging in the abs and the torso to hold that position. And squeeze those big back muscles as the elbows lift up. 2, 1, and rest. Well done. 1 more set of the bent over row to go. We're making good progress through this workout. Get ready, 3. Here we go, final set. Let's work the back. Breathe, keep going. If it really aches in a bad place, then you can stand up, rest, breathe, and keep going. Never push past or through any bad pain. 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1, rest there. We have 1 exercise to go, the shoulder press. So we'll stay standing, bring the barbell up to our chest, shoulders driving up above our head. 3 sets to finish. So get ready. The same weight should be all right. Lower it if you need to. And here we go, up to your shoulders. Solid stance in the legs and the core, driving up above your head. Down to your chest and up. Making sure that you are pushing above the body. Don't want to see pushing out in front and leaning back. Try to work on above the head, strong line in the body. Keep breathing. Pulling in the belly, glutes engaged. 2, 1. And take your 20 seconds. That's 1 out of 3. So in this exercise, we're really building across the upper body, the shoulders, triceps, upper back, as well as stabilizing the whole body underneath. 2, 1. Here we go, set 2. Stay focused, we're almost there. Don't get complacent in the last reps, in the last exercise. Stay focused, good technique, and keep the intensity up. 15. If it burns, you can always drop it down for a second and bring it back up. Go to failure and beyond to build that muscle. 3, 2, 1. Rest. Final set to go. Are you ready? Last set of this. Is it a good time to mention the famous F word? Finisher, of course. Don't know what you're thinking. So we have a 1-minute finisher after this one. I'll leave that a secret. Let's focus on the shoulder press. 3rd and final set. Let's go. You got it, keep going. You are now halfway. Slowly down, Powerful up. 8, 7. Push it, one more rep. Yes, well done. Okay, 60 seconds of a thruster. It's like the squat and the shoulder press put together with the barbell. If you hit failure, then drop the barbell and keep going. Bring the barbell in front of your chest, squat, and drive it up above your body. Are you ready? In 3, 2, 1, let's go. If you've never done it before, then take it easy, take it slow. In the chest, squat. Use the legs to drive above the head. Control down, squat, and drive. If you're struggling, then just go back to the barbell squat we did at the beginning. If you want to do that, that's fine. Lots of options for you to push yourself in these final seconds. Always staying safe and effective. These final few seconds. Keep going. That 20 seconds is a reminder of our 40-second, 20 seconds left. This is it. Push through. Use the momentum of the legs into the shoulders. 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Well done. You can put the barbell to one side and say, see you later, see you tomorrow. That's enough of you today. Have a breather, and let's bring it back onto the mat for some stretches, some cool down. So first of all, control your breathing. Take nice deep breaths in. And I'll take you through a 5-minute stretch and cool down to signal to the body it's time to rest and recover while stretching off some muscles that we've really worked. So when you're ready, come to lay on your back into a torso twist. Bring your knees up, open up your arms to a T. Take your knees over to one side. If you want to place one hand on that top knee to pull across, then you can. But the main thing I want you to do is just to relax into the floor. See if you can get that shoulder onto the floor. And with every exhale, just give into the floor a little bit more. Okay, when you're ready, slowly bring the knees up into the middle, open your arms up again, bring the knees over to the other side, place the other hand on top of that knee, and ease it down, opening up this chest and shoulders here, twisting through the torso. And a good time to congratulate yourself for getting through that tough barbell workout. Hopefully you felt it in a good way, and you'll get all the results from it as well. Lay on your side from here and take it into a quad stretch. So extend your leg and lift up the other leg into a quad stretch, just laying on your side. Lifting that heel up towards your bum, easing your hips forwards, and stretching that quad. And in this cool down, see if you're able to bring your breathing back to nasal only, closing the mouth when you feel ready to. Extending the inhale and the exhale. It's a great way to signal to the body to switch on the parasympathetic nervous system to start that rest and recovery. Okay, when you're ready, turn around over to the other side, other leg. Okay, a couple more stretches. And hopefully you can feel your heart rate and breathing rate coming back down now that you've worked hard in that strength workout 2 more stretches after this one. Take your time. It's important to create the little moments in your day between the segments. Turn around onto your front into the child's pose. Open up the knees, feet together. Dropping your chest down, reaching your fingers forwards, lengthening through the spine. You can rest your head on the mat if you like. And whilst you're here stretching, I remind you, if you enjoyed this workout, then make sure you give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I love working out here with you, and there's so many workouts here for you to get through, so enjoy scrolling through and finding ones that work for you. And final stretch, turn it around into a straddle stretch. Open up your legs nice and wide. You can stay up here nice and tall, enjoying your hamstrings and groin stretch. If you're super flexible, then start to walk your hands forwards and fold over in front. But whatever your level, just enjoy that stretch. And finally, I'll mention that I've been using the equipment from Fittle, and the Fittle box is like having all the equipment you need inside the box here, as you can tell. It's a fantastic way to train at home or anywhere. And this workout is a great way to train at home or anywhere that you have a barbell. So you can do this at the gym, at home, or anywhere you have access to this equipment. Okay, well done. Workout and stretch complete. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.